Welcome to Sports Republic. Nigeria's Minister of Sports Development, Senator John Eno, has raised serious concerns about the competence and decision making of top officials at the Confederation of African Football (CAF). The Nigerian team, along with its officials, were held hostage at an abandoned airport in Al Abrak after their flight was diverted from its original destination in Benghazi. Exhausted, exhausted and dehydrated after spending 15 hours without food, water, or internet. The Super Eagles decided to withdraw from the match against Libya. On their return to Nigeria, CAF announced it would investigate the situation and make appropriate action. However, Senator Eno expressed disappointment, stating that the entire episode could have been avoided if the CAF had acted more diligently. The sports minister revealed that during an earlier conversation with CAF, President Patrice Motsepe and the organization's Secretary General, he had questioned why CAF had not immediately contacted Libyan authorities when the situation first unfolded. Eno drew a comparison to a previous incident when South Africa made a logistical error during a trip to Nigeria from a match in Uyo. The South African contingent, just like their Libyan counterpart last week, had flown to Port Harcourt instead of directly to Uyo, leaving the Nigerian Football Federation scrambling to make alternative logistic plans. On that occasion, South African-born Motsepe and his Secretary General swiftly intervened, putting pressure on the NFF to resolve the issue. Eno was troubled by the contracts in responses, noting that CAF acted decisively to assist South Africa, but left Nigeria stranded in Libya with no immediate intervention. Eno, at some point, he also said, we also had some little issue with the South African team. Eno explained in an interview with a known TV station and reiterated that, again, the problem was not created by Nigeria, but because of their insistence to prefer to land in Port Harcourt. This may be difficult and this may be different subject matter. Why would teams prefer to do that than fly straight to Uyo? Eno said he called the attention of CAF yesterday morning to the fact that when that happened, the NFF was even on ground to sort out whatever logistics it was. CAF Secretary General didn't allow the NFF president 1 minute. It was continuous contact and pressure and all of that. How come it became a different case with the Nigerian team? As of yesterday morning, it was already announced about 12 to 13 hours of the Nigerian delegation in Libya. How come, again we say, 13 hours after the team was left and subjected to such inhumane treatment by the Libyan authorities? There is no indication that CAF is in direct communication with the Libyan Football Federation. Senator John Owen Eno also criticized CAF's decision to allow Libya to host AFCON qualifiers despite the country's ongoing political turmoil. He speculated that even if CAF had tried to contact Libyan authorities, they might not have known which of the two factional governments to approach. Well, according to Eno, it seems to him that the CAF president may not have known which authority to speak with. It calls to question, therefore, what exactly, if there are such two authorities in Libya, does Libya offer a good environment, condition, and situation for international matches of this nature to be hosted in the country? CAF is yet to release its finding on the incident, and it remains unclear whether sanctions will be imposed on Libya, Nigeria, on both parties, depending on the investigation's outcome. Moving on to other stories. Libya threatens to sue NFF over AFCON 2025 qualifiers boycott. After subjecting the Super Eagles to the most dehumanizing torture of keeping them at a disused airport for 20 hours without food or water, the Libyan Football Federation has threatened to sue the NFF for pulling out of the AFCON qualifiers in Benghazi. In an official statement released on Tuesday, the LFF condemned the Football House of Nigeria and said the boycott, it will take legal measures against Nigeria to protect the interests of Libyan football. The Libyan Federation accused the NFF for not cooperating with them on both legs of the AFCON qualifiers. They also alleged that all the confusion was created by the NFF, and interestingly, the LFF, that's the Libyan Football Federation, posted on their social media platform that it was match day against the Super Eagles. Libya's Mediterranean Knights even trained fully on Monday night for the game, now formally called off by CAF. Meanwhile, a former a former African footballer and player of the year, Victor Ikpeba, has blamed CAF for approving AFCON games in Libya with two different governments ruling the country. Ikpeba, fondly called the Prince of Monaco in the sporting media, insisted that CAF will have to take most of the blame of how the Super Eagles and Nigeria were disrespected in Libya. In the words of CAF, he said CAF must clean up their act. Another part of the Nigerian delegation that got trapped in the Al Abak airport for 20 hours in Libya. He also said he still wonders who approved Libya, a war zone with two different governments, to be hosting international matches. He also said he was shocked that the horrible things the Super Eagles went through. In his words, he said CAF still wanted them to go ahead and play the game in Libya. They don't care for the safety and well-being of the players, who are the main actors of the game, and without them, there will be no CAF. Ikpeba did tell some reporters yesterday. Moving on to other stories without wasting further time. The federal government refuted a report which claimed that Nigeria has apologized over the recent maltreatment of Nigerian Football Federation officials and a senior national football team in Libya. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Tuga, made this known in a statement issued on Wednesday in Abuja. Al-Qasim Abu Kadri, his special assistant on media and communication strategy, stressed that the report, which was published on October the 15th by the Libyan Observer, claiming that Nigeria had apologized over the incident, was erroneous. The statement added that the minister also expressed the federal government's strong displeasure over the incident and the said report. Now, according to Tuga, the report deliberately aims at gaining political leverage and causing dissatisfaction among continental football administrators and fans. It quoted the minister as saying that the report was a blatant misinformation and misrepresentation of the telephone correspondence between him and the foreign minister of Libya's eastern government. Nigeria remains unequivocal in expressing its displeasure and disappointment with how the Nigerian Football Federation officials were treated in Libya. Now, according to Tuga, it calls on the Confederation of African Football to urgently ensure that each disciplinary board investigates the matter and impose appropriate sanctions based on its status. We're going to quick break. When we return, the rest of the Sports Republic will be up next. Stay with us. Zealand-based coach Ayodeji Adeyemi Anthony says Nigerian Football Federation President Alhaji Ibrahim Gusau deserves to be re-elected because for the past 11 years, none of the past presidents have been able to achieve what he has achieved. Adedeji Adeyemi said that he remembered when he visited the NFF president in Abuja. When he was elected, and of course, he predicted that he would do well, and he would spend 8 years as NFF president, as he is gaining it step by step. So in his words, he says, "I think the Super Eagles can make the World Cup, and he should be re-elected." Adedeji Adeyemi says, under Ibrahim Gusau with NPFL chairman Honorable Benga Elegbeleye, our league has improved. In his words, he said, we can now see teams winning the match without any trouble. Well, without wasting further time, let's go out to national. Paul Pogba is in the news, and he is talking clearly about the signing of none other than Thomas Tuchel for the Three Lions of England. We will take this video, and of course, we'll be getting the reactions of Paul Pogba as concerning the Three Lions having to have a new coach in Thomas Tuchel. Stay with us.
Yes.
And does that mean that you accept some responsibility for what happened?
Yes, for sure. For sure. That means that I take responsibility of, yes, I've took the supplement and I didn't triple check, let's say it like that. I didn't triple check, even if it came from a professional. But if I have to be punished, let's say it like that, I'm fine with it. Okay, but it should never be for years. That's the thing. That's why I'm like, okay, I will be punished, and they give me 4 years, and I will accept to get 12 months. You know.
Do you think people should have sympathy for you? People should look in your situation and think he's made a mistake. Let's not be too hard on him, or because some people will say you broke the rules. It's your responsibility what you put in your body, and if it's a 4-year ban, it should be a 4-year ban.
I mean, I think people should get the truth and what the task, the result, what they say, the document. It says everything in there. And I guess, and I believe that if I had less years that Nado gave me, I would probably get less than 18 months.
And why did you take the supplement? Was it because you were injured, or you were trying to regain your fitness, or you trusted somebody you shouldn't have trusted?
You know, I would tell you the whole story, but I think the easier way is I will get you the document and you can see it from yourself. You explain everything. That's the only thing that I would say. You get the document with all the response that of your question.
And it was because you were injured and you wanted to come back fit? Was it to do with your fitness?
No, at all. It's, I mean, it's like me to tell you, you have all the answer, and it was just the general stuff. So it has nothing to do with the injury. He had nothing to do with the injury, and he had nothing to do with the performance. This is for sure. And you would see, you can see it in the document.
It was to do with vitamins, was it just?
It's supplements, exactly. Exactly, supplements like you would take, you would take it, you go to the pharmacy and you get a supplement. But in my case, which was totally different because it was given by a professional for just having a supplement, not to help, just for the normal health. But it was a mistake there that you could see on the document again. And I think it's better because me telling you the story from my part and the task telling you exactly what happened, because the task reduced it, because they know that it was the truth and the explanation was right. So I think this is even better for you to see than me telling you, because I will tell you my opinion, and it's better for you to see exactly what the task, why the task reduced it, because they saw the truth and they said, oh, of course, he doesn't deserve that.
You've obviously got so many fans all over the world. You're such a high-profile footballer. Can you just reassure them 100% that you have never taken any performance-enhancing drugs? And when we see you playing football on the pitch, that is you. That is 100% the truth. There's nothing else going on.
I mean, when you will see me, you know me, people know me. So even when then all the thing happened, they were like, no, for sure, we know Paul, he will never take that. If he did, it was not, he didn't know. I wasn't on purpose. And this is totally the truth. And I'm an honest person. I would say it. At the end, I would say it. Yes, I did because I felt like I needed, but that's not the case. And this is not me. I am not a cheater. I'm someone that loves my sport. I love the game. And I would never, ever, I don't like to cheat. I like to win fairly. And people know that. And you see it. I mean, you see me, I'm someone, I'm a bad loser. But I'm not a cheater. That's for sure.
What about the experience? What was it like for you from the moment that you found out that you had failed the test?
It was a shocking moment, definitely, because I really didn't know what caused that. I was like, what is going on? Why? What did I do wrong? And I start having the movie back, you know, I start thinking, oh, what, did I eat something? Did I put the cream or something? You know, I was thinking, I was in the shadow. After, obviously, everything that happened in the past, I'm like, man, this is too much, you know? Why? You know, start talking to God and asking for help. Because right now, it's the only one that would help me, you know, nobody else.
Was there anybody there to help you apart from your family? Were people in football, for instance, reaching out to you, offering you some support?
So yeah, mentally, definitely. I had messages, friends, obviously the family, obviously my wife, because I spent a lot of times with my wife that I wasn't used to it, and my kids. So let's say that was a good part of that, of being a real dad at home and being close to my kids, seeing them grow, you know, every day. And I really enjoyed it. And he helped me also to get through it day by day, spending time with my family and my kids. That helped me to stood up, for sure. But for sure, it was a tough moment. Sometimes, some days, I was really down and thinking of what really happened. And say, why all that, you know? I wish, you know, sometimes you wish that it didn't happen. But he helped me also to grow as a man, and to learn also the lesson of life, you know, about trusting, let's say, and I see life differently.
Was there a point during this whole period where you thought your career was finished, that you wouldn't play football again?
Yes. Yeah, it came to my mind. And as soon as it came to my mind, I took it and I threw it away. That's for sure. You know, I didn't want to think about that. I said, no, we're going to go and push it. And my wife was like, sitting me down, and you're going to get through this, and you're going to go and play again, you know? So, because I was like, yeah, if it happens, what we're going to do? I might stop, maybe, you know? I have to put this option also there. She sat me down and said, hey, you're going to play. You're going to play again. You're going to get through this, okay? And that also helped me and pushed me, truly talking. So family was big part of my mental strength, for sure. And obviously the faith in God that kept this positive mind that I always have, and life goes on. You're still a dad, you're still a husband, you know, you're still a son to my mother, and you have to be around them, and you have to share good time with them, good energy. You don't want bad energy there. So yeah, I took the negative part away from my family and my surrounding to be also a normal person, you know.
What's going to happen with you next? Where would you like to play? Because it looks like you won't be playing for Juventus.
Where would I like to play? On the pitch. I would just love to be on the pitch.
Which pitch in which country?
Man, any pitch. First, it's for sure Juventus. You know, I want to start training with teammates. You know, it's tough to be alone, you know, doing pass for yourself on the wall. So, but, you know, try to adapt. But my main focus right now is to get back training, to get fit, and to be and be on the pitch and do what I love.
Do you think we could see you back in the Premier League?
First of all, like I said, I'm at Juventus. I'm still on contract. This is where I am. I will see with them what they're thinking, what's their vision. You know, my vision is to come back, train, and show that I'm a football player, and I'm a new Paul Pogba, but Paul Pogba with the same qualities, and I'm still there, I'm still ready. That's all I'm thinking of, you know.
And what kind of player would be coming back? What kind of shape are you in? How long would it take you to get match fit again?
That will come with, we will see with the training, obviously. It's always tough, you know, after a long time to train by yourself and then join. You don't want to kill yourself, obviously, but I have to be ready, and I train for that, and I kept training for this moment to be ready, so I'm not in a big gap with the other guys, but knowing that the other guys been playing and training for a long period, so I will obviously take time, and I know that, I realize it, but you know, I always motivate myself, and I want to be ready and play, man.
What level you think you can return at? Because I know there's been lots of talk that maybe you'll be playing in Saudi Arabia, or maybe you'll be playing in the United States. Do you think those options are for later in your career?
What do you mean level?
I mean, do you think you could still be playing, you know, for a top side in the Premier League, for instance? Could you play for Manchester United now?
Yeah, I hope so. This is the truth is I hope so, but you know, you have to...
You would really go back to Manchester United?
No, you're twisting the question now. You're twisting the question. You can, I tell you, I'm wiser, I've changed. You can't trick me anymore. No, meaning the level that I want to be is obviously, I don't want to lose the level that I'm at, and I want to, if I can surpass it, that would be for sure. This is what I want. But my level, I don't want my level to change. Still the same player, with a different hunger. I'm more motivated, I'm more hungry, and I will for sure appreciate more the game than before, because the game being taken away from me, and I realized how important it is for me, and I kind of tasted what is life after the career, kind of. So it would definitely be another Paul Pogba, you know, but same even more determination and motivation to be on the pitch and play until the end of my career.
And you think you'll be back playing for France as well?
That's what I hope. That's what I hope. Of course, it's in my mind for sure, but I have to be ready for that. There's players there that deserve to play, deserve to be in national team, and I have to win my place also in the national team again.
And you're ready to fight?
Of course, I'm ready to fight. You know, you have to. It's the competition.
Paul Pogba did say a lot in that particular video. But interestingly, we also need to put it out there that, of course, that exclusive interview was done with, of course, you know who already, and we do appreciate them for that particular clips. But then, Thomas Tuchel, before that, let's go back to what Drogba did, I beg your pardon, Paul Pogba did say in that conversation. He carefully was talking about his ban, and he said he's a changed person and he definitely wants to do better from here on. Of course, after his ban ends in a couple of months from now. But let's talk about Thomas Tuchel, who was unveiled yesterday as the new manager and the new coach of the Three Lions. He had a lot to say. And if our producers are ready, let's have Thomas Tuchel and what he said when he was unveiled just yesterday. Exclusive unveiling an interview by Thomas Tuchel. Interestingly, he said he's excited about the job and maybe, just maybe, he might bring back the glory days for the Three Lions. All right, from there on, let's just wrap up this particular show with the Flamingos, who did the unthinkable yesterday, trashing their opponents. I'm talking about the New Zealand ladies. Well, 4-1. It ended. Nigeria's Flamingo got their 2024 FIFA Under-17 World Cup Group A campaign off to a perfect start after recording a comfortable 4-1 win on Wednesday. Goal from Shakirat Moshood, Kajidat Adejoke, Faridat Abdul Wahab, and of course Taiwo Afolabi earned the Flamingos the impressive result. Well, of course, New Zealand's goal was scored by Hannah Saxon. Moshood opened the scoring in the second minute as she received the pass, beat her marker inside the box before hitting a low left shot strike into the bottom corner. Adegoke doubled the Flamingos' lead on the 13th minute after her long range strike was fumbled by the keeper, which saw the ball cross the line despite her effort to keep it out. The Flamingos went 3-0 ahead thanks to Abdul Wahab, who called strike from the outside of the box. Captain of the Flamingos, Afolabi, then got the fourth goal and a delightful header from a beautiful cross. New Zealand pulled a goal back as Hannah Saxon controlled a swung-in corner and hit a left shot past the Flamingos goalkeeper. Well, the Flamingos will be back in action on Saturday, October the 19th, and of course against debutant Ecuador. That's, of course, we wait to see, and we wish the Flamingos the best. When I say the best of the tournament going ahead. And I want to say congratulations to the coach and, of course, the girls for making Nigeria proud in that particular one. All right, that's about it, and that is the size of the show this beautiful morning. Of course, you know, it is Sports Republic, and David E. is my name, standing in for Kizike, who's unavoidably absent today. Of course, he had to do some other very, very interesting package to bring to you, because that's what he does, giving you, and that's what we do here. We give you the best of information when it comes to sports information, or whatever you want to call it, in the broadcasting industry. Thank you so very much for being here. We do appreciate you, and we would urge you to consistently follow us on YouTube. On YouTube, we are at Voice of the People TV, and on all other social media platforms, we are at VOP TV Live. Thank you so very much for being here. I am David Edwin, just saying, have a beautiful day ahead. Hang on, LB, now they do this rubbish.